Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy here for Whimsy Stamps. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be doing something a little bit different yet again. I think different might be my nickname. I don't know. Anyway, I am making full front shaker artist trading cards, and I'm going to be using the Monster Close-Ups stamps. As you can see, I'm getting them all stamped out, and I will be using the sprinkle scallop rectangle dies to die cut these out with in that ATC size, which is 3.5 by 2.5. So I got these all stamped out. I used my Misty, obviously, and I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink, which I had to re-ink after I got done because it took me about 5 stampings for each set of stamps to get them I don't know, that beautiful black crisp stamped image that we're always looking for. Yeah, it took me a while. So again, using my Olos, I am coloring each one of these to coordinate slash match with some confetti from This Calls for Confetti. So this little guy, of course, is the mummy, and I'm coloring him purple because I have the Peepers confetti. Now, I don't know if she still has Peepers in her store or not. These are from last year, actually, and I just never got to use them. But they're sitting in my stash, so I'm using them. If she doesn't have these, she'll have something similar anyway. But yes, using the purples that coordinate with these particular confetti, it's an adorable set of confetti, and you'll see them. You'll see everything as I get my shakers made, and you'll understand. So I'm just coming in with a variety of violet colors. I've got some blue violet. I've got some cool gray markers even, which have kind of a purple cast to them. And then I even come in with kind of a brown because I want to grunge him up a little bit. He's a mummy, right? He's dirty. At least that's what I see. He's a dirty mummy. So like I said, bringing in that brown and just kind of grunging up the edges, the sides, and then I come back in with some purples and that cool gray, and I just blend it all out. Now I have this speed ramped, meaning it is zooming on through. It started out at normal speed and it's going super fast, and it gets faster as it goes through the end. So I know a lot of people like to see the whole coloring process, but at the same time I want to be mindful and respectful of everyone's time. So if you want to slow this down, you can change the speed with which you watch videos. You can speed them up or slow them down, so feel free to do that if you want to see it more in real time. But yeah, so he's the only one that I cover or color completely on screen. In fact, he's the only one that I color at all on screen. And then here they all are colored, and they're ready to go. We've got the Wolfman, we've got Frankie, we've got Drac Baby, and we've got the Mummy. And I love them. These are such good stamps. Again, it's called the Monster Close-Ups, and they are still in stock. Obviously, I wouldn't be using them if they weren't in the store, but yeah. So I die cut them out using the sprinkle scallop rectangle dies, as I mentioned, and just wanted you to see. Now, a scallop may not be the perfect die for a Halloween project of any sort, but I just thought it was fun. Added a touch of the unexpected. Now this plastic slash acetate, I never know what it really is. This is just some trash from my stash, actually. I had some product arrive in that, and I'm just cutting down all the edges. As you could see, I trimmed off the wrinkly bits, and I will be trimming it down to whatever size I need. And you can do this with any size card. It doesn't have to be an A2, doesn't have to be a slimline, mini slimline. You can make a shaker out of pretty much anything. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. Like I said, I trim it down to size as I go, and I prefer to use double-sided adhesive for this part because it just has a really strong adhesion, if you will, and it makes a really good seal because you don't want those shaker bits flying out. So there you can see the little eyeballs from the Peepers, purple Peepers confetti mix, and it matches very well. And I'm peeling the oh, what is that called? I don't know. The tape. I don't know. Anyway, I'm pulling it off, and then I'm adhering my acetate slash plastic to the tape that was the release paper. That's what it is, where I pulled up the release paper. But I always like to miter my corners if I remember, And you want to be careful with that step because it's really easy to cut it too close, and then you're actually creating a hole for those shaker bits to leak out, and you don't want to do that. So if you don't want to miter your corners, that's absolutely fine. Just add a little more adhesive so that all those layers of acetate lay down flat. Now I have, like I said, I have 3 sides adhered down, and I use that 4th side as the opening to pour in my shaker bits. And look at how well those confetti, that mix, matches with that colored ATC. So stinking cute. Now I filled it to the level that I wanted. This one I think is actually just about perfect. You'll see with Wolfman I definitely overfill him. And then for that 4th side, again, you pull up that release paper, seal it down really tight. You want to make sure that there's no openings for any of those bits to be coming out. And then yeah, then I moved on to the next one. Now here is Wolfman. You can see I filled him too full. I used 3 different mixes with, well, they're not actually mixes, they're individual confetti. And I don't have the names of them in front of me, but I will definitely link them downstairs. I know one of them is the black gloss sparkle gems. And then there's a confetti, and there's a copper confetti, and I think the other is walnut. I'm not sure, but like I said, I'll make sure that they're listed downstairs, just so you know exactly which ones I used. Now on the back of all of these, I have adhered with the liquid glue another clean white die cut panel. That is to clean it up, because you can see all that alcohol ink obviously came through, it bled through, so you want to clean that up. And that also gives you a place, if you're one that likes to put your name, if you actually trade your ATCs and you want to put your name and your information on it, when it was made, that kind of thing, you can put all of that on the back, because that white panel just gives you a clean place to put whatever you want back there. So I do the same steps with all 4 cards, using my adhesive, sealing down 3 sides, pouring in whatever blend or combination of confetti I'm going to use, and then I just seal it up. I make sure that I have the right amount, and I add more if I need to, take out some if I don't, peel off or cut off the excess, and then adhere that back panel on, and then I shake it up. I shake it up, baby, and they are so much fun. And I feel like I probably could have added a little bit more to him, and I probably needed to take about half out of the Wolfman. But, you know, it is what it is. I could always go back to Wolfman and remove some, and I may. I don't know. I'm not mad about it. Now, with Dracula, this is the Fangs confetti. It is, well, they're actually clay bits. It's not confetti per se, but I'm mixing it with the red confetti, and it's just called red. They are absolutely beautiful. And then I also add some more of the gloss black sparkle gems, and I feel like that created the perfect mix for Inside Drac Baby. I think it's so much fun. And again, using my liquid glue after I shake it up to make sure that there's nothing going to leak out, nothing going to break away. And then I add that white panel to the back again. Now I did put all of them up under something heavy to give that liquid glue time to adhere, and then they're all done. And they shake so well, and they're so cute and so much fun. Yeah, what do you guys think? I had a good time with this. And you can color them up with whatever coloring medium you want. You know, you could do it on watercolor card and use watercolors, or your Karen Brush Marker Pros, or your Zigs, or whatever. I used Olos, you could use Copics, you could use a Woohoo, whatever. Guys, the sky's the limit. Use your own creative mind and just let those juices flow. And I mean, you could color them non-traditional colors. You can do whatever you want. And you can make ATCs like this out of, like I said, out of anything. Any size that you have the plastic that can go around, sky's the limit. Let me know what you think, guys. You know, I always ask, have you ever done anything like this? Have you made shaker ATCs? This was a new one for me. Like I said, something a little bit different. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Doesn't mean it's not been done, but Anyway, thank you for spending some time with me today here on the Whimsy channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, join us on all of our social media platforms, especially over on the Facebook inspiration page. Use those links if you feel like shopping or you just want to go browse. And until next time, y'all, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy for Whimsy Stamps. Mwah! I'm out.